Big game coming up. MI, DC at the Wankhede Stadium. But the Met department perhaps will have a few things to say about this game. Mr. Bhogle, 85% chance of rain. DC clearly will be.
Should they move the game?
No, they can't.
They can't move it now.
It's too late now.
We're moving day after. We're moving the 23rd game from Bangalore. Could they have moved it yesterday?
Broadcast is here already.
I'm just asking, throwing a question.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
For all they knew, it may not rain.
There you go. So that's probably why they were not going to move it.
But I hope that does not overshadow what is genuinely, from now till the end of the league stage, potentially the biggest game from here on. Because we've got 5 gone, we've got 3 up. That leaves 2 in there. Just 2 teams left. Tomorrow, Mumbai win, we've got another E. Delhi go out. If Mumbai win, Delhi go out. If Delhi win, the tournament stays alive. Then it depends on what happens because each of them play Punjab in their last game. So tomorrow's game is genuinely a big game, potentially the biggest game. If Delhi win, there's 2 more big games to come.
If it's a 1 and a 1?
If it's a 1 and a 1, then it depends on what each of the teams does against Punjab.
So there's
if
still
both lose,
potentially two big games still.
If there is no result tomorrow. If Mumbai win tomorrow, is the end. If Delhi win tomorrow, we've got 2 more big games. There's no result, we've got 2 more big games.
What's unique about Mumbai's run of wins is that in the top 10 batters, just one name, Suryakumar Yadav. In the top 10 bowlers, just one name, Bolt. But if you look at their only MI performers, lots of bowlers with wickets in double figures, lots of batters with a lot of runs. So there's not 1 or 2 stars that have done the job for MI. Everything's going well for them.
MI have, over the years, from 2008, been a squad of superstars. That's what they have been. And if you think about the way that their recruitment has gone in the Indian Premier League, think of all the record breakers. And the record breakers go to MI. They as soon as something happens in international cricket, right, he's coming to us. He's coming to us. He's the best over there. Come here. That's exactly how it goes. And it's worked out perfectly this season after the start, which wasn't so great. And I think, for me, and I'm biased because I like the guy, common denominator always a guy who balances the side and allows the skipper with a whole heap of choices and not worrying about a certain part of the game is Jasprit Bumrah. Because front of the game's taken care of, middle of the game's taken care of, back of the game's taken care of with regard to your strategy. You can bowl your, swing bowlers up at the front and keep him and have everything wait. I said, I think at the start of the season, I said, if he plays half the games, because he was injured, right? He wasn't there for the start. I said, if he plays half the games, big shout for MI. And they've been in really good touch. And your point, I think, that you're making is that on any day, it could be any of them that takes down the opposition. And the fact that they had this run of, 5-6 wins, you don't want to come up against them. And the reason you also don't want to come up against them in a playoff scenario is that they've been there. And many of them are big time and big occasion players that they'll turn up and puff their chests out. And you've got to make sure that you knock them off their perch sort of thing to get past them. So that's not so easy.
They're going favourites in. They're going favourites in. If you look at what's happened in the last 7-8 games, look where Delhi have been in the last 7-8 games, where Mumbai have been last 7-8 games. Mumbai won, 6 out of their last 7 games?
Yes.
Whereas Delhi had, I think, 1 good win. They had 1 win in a super over and they lost 5. So Delhi are coming off a period of great uncertainty, coming off a game in which they were never in the game in spite of scoring 200. Great 100 from KL Rahul. But you look at that side now and you think, right, it really depends on how KL Rahul is going to go. So I think at this stage, in terms of form, you have to believe Mumbai start favourites because there's a lot of people clicking over there for Mumbai.
Let's take a look at DC's squad to see if they need to change anything. Remember, they couldn't pick a single wicket against the Gujarat Titans playing at home. So any changes in the bowling? Do Mukesh Kumar or Mohit Sharma have a chance? Or was it a case of them not using the resources well? Natarajan bowled in the power play, it backfired. Axar Patel bowled 2 or 3 overs in the power play, that backfired. So do they change personnel or do they change how they use the same 11 players?
Yeah, I think tactically you might be different against different teams. So I think it's probably a case of reset, go as simple as you can. and by as simple as you can. There are particular batters that you know well. There are others you don't. In the power play, what are you trying to do? Who are you using? Who bowls in the power play normally? Just go. It's not broken. Don't try and fix it. But the issue is going to be about temperament on the day. You can plan as much as you like, and essentially those plans must be executed. And if it doesn't work one time, you've got to be able to come back another time through the course of that game.
Changes for you?
They pushed KL Rahul to open the batting.
Yes.
They opened with KL Rahul and Faf, and I think it's a nice move because KL sets the pace, whereas so many times just coming in with 2 quick wickets going down. So it might, from that point of view, it's not a bad idea that he goes straight up front rather than come in at 25 for 2, 20 for 2, 25 for 2.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if he continues to do that. And then the combination of KL Rahul playing up against Bolt and Chahar and Bumrah. We always underestimate Trent Bolt.
Yeah.
Over 14 games, Trent Bolt is a world-class bowler. This year, he's come back at the end with the ball tailing back in. But that's a really good combination. Mitch Santner comes back into the side. That's a big plus. Yeah. I think Mumbai will look at one moment, if they do go on to qualify, when their campaign turned. And that was against Delhi, in Delhi, where Karun Nair is playing the innings of his life. Karun Nair was playing a game. He was just doing what he wanted. And then that ball from Santner, there's a run out that Santner does because he's also plus in the field, and then those Delhi run outs. So they look at that game. Santner coming back is a huge plus. I think he's at the height of his powers. So that'll be a plus for them. And generally, Suryakumar Yadav is in form. He's gone past 25 every game. When Rohit Sharma's done well, he's won their matches. So there's a lot of players who are in form. So if you look at it from a current form perspective, you should say really Mumbai are far too strong for Delhi.
Yeah.
But it's the nature of the beast in T20 that you never know what happens.
Very quickly, players to watch out for.
Players to watch out for. MI. Boom, 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 boom. That's where I'm going. Bumrah. And in the opposition, I'm going to go with Tristan Stubbs. Yeah, Tristan Stubbs, Delhi Capitals.
I think Delhi have to have a chance. KL Rahul has got to go big.
Am I?
Really liked what I've seen of Ryan Rickleton.
Yeah.
The left hand at the top of the order. When he starts going big, he makes it easier for Jax, makes it easier for Rohit Sharma. So watch, if Rickleton gets off and gets those 30-40 up front, he can change the game.
He's also done a very competent job behind the stumps. We've not spoken about him much. And with keepers, that's what you want. You don't want to be talking about them, about their keeping per se.
He's been one of the best overseas picks.
Yeah, he's been kind of invisible, right?